Good evening. My name is Damian Furkanatu, and I'm here to discuss improvement plans for Somalia's infrastructure. Somalia is bordered by the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean has salt water. Somalia is mostly desert, and this is a plan for salt water to be transported into a system and be changed into fresh water for Somalis. For example, salt water shall come from the Indian Ocean into this pipeline, go through this pipeline into this compartment. This compartment is where the salt water shall be stored and vaporized, and the vapor shall go through these perforated holes and settle into this larger compartment as condensed fresh water. Now, there will be engineers that will monitor this compartment so that salt water does not overfill into this compartment and fresh water does not overfill back into this compartment. In this part of the system, it performs like the eye of a stove. It regulates the temperature of the water in this compartment to make sure that the temperature of the water is to the boiling point so that it will vaporize into condensed fresh water in this compartment. This is a diagram of a pipeline coming from the larger condensation tank to another facility in the water treatment system. This is the tank that stores the condensed fresh water. This is a pipeline that continues from the condensed fresh water tank that goes to the fresh water distribution tank. This is an aerial diagram. This is an aerial diagram of the freshwater distribution tank, the pipeline that transfers fresh water from the freshwater distribution tank to other pipelines that are connected to smaller pipes that are connected to pipes inside houses, so that each house will receive fresh water from this freshwater distribution tank. This is a diagram for a house in Somalia. Now, the Bible says that no house that is built on sand shall last, shall be durable. But we're not building houses on sand. A concrete slab is a human-made rock. And the purpose for a concrete slab is to be this human-made rock that the house shall sit on. Because the Bible also says that if a person builds a house on the rock, it shall stand. It shall not wither away by the storm. This is a house plan for a family or a person in Somalia. And here you have the pipeline that distributes water from the fresh water distribution tank around the house. And these rooms right here are rooms of the house. I believe this is the bathroom. You have the toilet, you have the shower, you have the sink. I believe this is the sink um, for the kitchen area, and it also has smaller pipes that transport fresh water into the house. This part right here is what is the sewer. Um, if for a house, if you have a piping system that transports fresh water into the house, you're gonna need another piping system that transports sewer from the house to keep the house clean, to keep the fresh water separate from the sewage water. And this is what I'm talking about two separate piping systems. You have the well right here, the fresh water well, fresh water distribution system. It distributes fresh water from it through a pipeline to pipes around the house and around the houses. And the houses have pipes that are connected to pipes that are connected to the initial pipeline from the well that send fresh water into the houses. And also too, you have this outer pipeline that is connected to the sewer, and and this pipeline is separate from the fresh water pipeline, because you don't ever want the fresh water and the sewer water to mix. It'll contaminate the whole house and make the house and the building uninhabitable. And that's not what we want to do. We want to improve the quality of life for people in Somalia. Now, think of all these squares as houses. This is a neighborhood, and the light blue pipes are the fresh water piping system. The fresh water piping system. And the dark pipes are the sewer. The dark pipes are the sewer piping systems. Now, the sewer pipes are designed to be beneath the fresh water pipes. Just in case the sewer pipes burst or compromise, you don't want sewer water being on top of the fresh water pipes and being at risk of contaminating the fresh water for Somali residents. And notice too that the sewer is separated from the fresh water. The fresh water distribution system, the sewer system, and they're separated because you want to keep the sewer system separate from the fresh water system. One puts fresh water into the houses, and the other takes sewage from the houses. Now, this is a plan for the commercial district. You have the outer sewer system pipeline. You have the inner freshwater distribution system pipeline. And the sewer system pipes are designed to be beneath the freshwater system pipes, just in case the sewer system pipes are compromised, it won't leak sewer onto the fresh water pipes and risk sewer or contaminated fresh water going into people's houses and buildings, making them sick. Now, this is a plan for a commercial district. A commercial district usually has a store, a post office, a bank, a jail, police station, a school. This is an aerial diagram. This is an aerial diagram of the pipeline that comes from the Indian Ocean that brings salt water through this pipeline into the base of this compartment. And as the salt water boils and vaporizes, the vapor goes through this perforated lid and settles into this larger compartment, but it does not overfill back into this compartment. It stays in this compartment and it is transported through these pipelines. And these pipelines is this one right here. This pipeline goes to the commercial district. This pipeline goes to the fields, the land, and this pipeline goes to the neighborhoods. So you have three wells, three separate wells, that are serviced by one reverse osmosis water treatment system. And this right here, this is the well that sends water through this pipe to the lands, because most of the land in Somalia is desert. And most of the desert, because it doesn't grow anything, it's uninhabitable. But if we can put an abundant source of fresh water into the lands via these pipes, and this part right here, this part of the pipeline are perforated. Perforated means there's a difference between perforated pipes and solid pipes. Solid pipes have no holes. Perforated pipes have holes so that the water can purposefully seep through these pipes into the lands to make the land fertile for farming and for raising livestock, and to get people back into these areas to inhabit it and improve the quality of life in Somalia.